Hey, what's going on, y'all? What is going on? What is going on? Oh my goodness, what is going on, everybody? How y'all feeling? Okay. Oh, brother. Let me know if y'all could hear me because I done came on real quick. I done had to fix this microphone and listen, let's do this tonight. Cause I really would you know what? And I really wasn't even going to go live, y'all. Let me tell y'all why. Because I am a firm believer, right, that everybody got their stuff. Everybody has their stuff, right? Some stuff gets aired out publicly, some stuff is private, but everybody has their stuff, okay? So this whole Derrick Jaxn situation was his stuff, okay? It was his stuff. And the kid wasn't going to go live dealing with the stuff. However, since the man decided to post this video that I'm about to play for y'all right now, I'm about to play it right now for y'all. Since he decided to post this good video, oh, it has triggered me so. And I said, I am going live on that ass tonight. Okay. I got my water with me, y'all. Okay. Because I'm trying to be drinking a whole gallon of water a day. Okay. But I'm going live on that ass. Since he want to do this video, now let's do our own side by side with the good Derrick Jaxn and his foolishness. I hope y'all ready. Because this here, wait, I might not have did this right. Hold up, y'all, because y'all know I be special. Hold up. Wait a minute and bring it back. Hold up. Wait a minute and bring it back. Yup, because I didn't click share audio. Look at that. Y'all would have been hearing nothing. Then see this. I don't even know why I got these headphones on. It's not like anybody's in here with me. Y'all know. Bear with me, y'all. Okay, let's do it.
What's going on, guys? Derrick Jaxn here, and today I'm joined by my lovely wife, Jaxn. And we just wanted to address a couple of things. We understand that some of you may have already heard, maybe not, that this chapter of our marriage is one that was preceded by a marriage that I completely failed. And I would say it just started around August, maybe September of last year. But, a lot has been said already about what was the cause and all that other stuff. Some of it is true. Some of it is completely false. But the truth is, and I'm saying it here now, is that Derrick Jaxn was involved with other women outside the marriage. So the same way that I preach, men and women in this situation need to face consequences of their actions, deserve to be held accountable. Guess what? Derrick Jaxn's no exemption. He's not exempt from that. I'm also not a victim. Nobody made me do this. She didn't make me or push me to do it. The next person didn't make me. No friend influenced me. It don't matter how I was raised and what trauma, whatever. Look, I made decisions. I made a series of decisions that I got to account for. There's no excuse or justification. I've already made that bed and have had to lie in it. And now we're finally getting on to the other side personally in our own healing, in our own marital oneness. And now this is being made public to you guys. So we're bringing that forth to you guys to let you know where we're at with that. Did you want to say anything?
Yes, so I do want to just add that I agree with what he just said. There is no justification for bringing other women into our marriage on any level. When I found out about it, I left. I did not hesitate or waste time to do so. And I stayed gone. No matter how many times he came, I stayed gone and stood firm on, I am not coming back. And I did not come back until I seen a shift and a change in his mentality. So there's nothing out there right now that is information that I don't already know about or haven't known about. And so this is not something that is new. We have moved forward from it. We have gotten counsel for it and continue to do so. He is still continuing to pursue God and continuing to seek guidance and wise counsel from men of God. So today, where I'm at is at peace, and I proudly stand by his side, and I have no hesitation. I have no hurt, no shame about that. We have already turned a new chapter in this story. We are continuing to move forward, and we are just now sharing that with you. I forgave him, and most importantly, God has first forgiven him, and I also forgive the others as well. And with that, we are free and moving forward. So absolutely. That's all I have.
If you get nothing else from what I've ever said over the last 9 years or right here in this video, please get this. Nothing is right until it is right with God. Nothing works until it comes into alignment with biblical standard of how God told us to do things, especially when we're talking about a marital, spiritual covenant. Yes. You know, you cannot do this by your own understanding, your own intelligence, your own willpower, your own values. You have to have the grace of God to break free from certain things, to stay away from certain things, to not operate from your lowest self, whatever it may be.
So when I looked in the comments of this video, I don't know if old boy was trolling or not, but he said, D, I think I want to see a reaction to this video. So let's do it. And by the way, I'm going to speak in third person. A lot of you already seen this, but this is Derrick Jaxn. A lot of people think of him as a relationship expert and guru and all of that. Well, he and his wife are making this video because apparently at some point in their marriage, or maybe even beforehand in the relationship, he didn't take his own advice and he stepped out and he got involved with other women, as you heard them say. Now, upon first impression, nothing really stuck out to me about him, but more so about the wife. Like I heard her say that she stands with her husband. She's proud to love him. I heard her say that, you know, this is some time ago. They've already processed this, overcame this, dealt with this a long time ago, and nothing's really new to her. But just by her body language, I was really wondering, like, did he force her to do this video? Like she looks super uncomfortable, like she doesn't want to be there. But then I watched their live chat that they did right afterwards. And, you know, I kind of caught that this is just a part of her personality. So that kind of explains somewhat of her demeanor. You know, she clearly has a mind of her own if you saw the live chat too. And she said that the live chat even was her idea. So with that, cool. She wants to stand by her husband. She feels like he's worth it. She has that right. Now, as far as what he said, I understand and I completely applaud him taking accountability, because too many times we see dudes and they got this sob story about how they was raised and, you know, they broken home and the goldfish died and they never seen a marriage and all. He didn't do that. He just took accountability. But I hope he understands that all the accountability in the world is not going to rebuild broken trust, not on a personal level and even with the public that he's addressing. Like, even his most loyal supporters at this point will probably have a raised eyebrow from this point forward whenever he wants to condemn another man for something like this, and rightfully so. So hopefully he understands that. And I also thought it was very intriguing how he brought in God at the end. You know, I don't really hear him speak like that. So, you know, do it God's way or else it's going to fail. Now, if I saw that a couple of years ago, I honestly would have called BS. I honestly would have been like, nah, dude, like you can't use God as a scapegoat. You know, as if you not having Jesus is why you did what you did. Like if Jesus was there with you when you was with those other women, Jesus would have zipped up your zipper for you. That's not how it worked. Like, who are you kidding? But now I have a relationship with God for myself, so I hear things a little bit differently. And what I heard whenever he said that was that, you know, when you go into a godly commitment, which marriage is supposed to be, you can't lean on your own understanding. You can't do it by yourself. You can't do it by your own willpower, your own good intentions and vows and love for a person. If you go into a godly commitment, you have to lean on God. You have to do things like to God's standard. You have to rely on God's grace. That's the only way you're going to be able to do it for the long term. And that I can personally relate to. Now, regardless, whether you like them, love them, or hate them, I think this is a great example as to why we don't need to be putting anybody on the pedestal. Nobody. And I think a lot of women did that. And I'm not even going to say it's the women's fault by themselves, because this dude, he never really showed his struggle. You know, we understand, oh, we're all humans and we all make mistakes, but he never showed those mistakes, not for real. I think he wrote about it or something like that, but he never showed that side. So it's not really all on the women, but I've seen a lot of women put this dude on the pedestal to the point of idealizing him and even comparing their man to him. Like they'll compare their man's good, bad, and ugly whole story to Derrick Jaxn's snippet. You know, which is, of course, a standard nobody can meet consistently. That's like a dude taking a picture of another woman who's in shape and she got a 4-pack and, you know, she just beautiful and all of that stuff and her body's just super tight, and him comparing his woman to that woman because his woman got a couple extra pounds from having a baby. Meanwhile, he don't know that woman in the picture may not even be able to have children. She may be struggling with that and coping with it by working out 2-3 times a day. She may have an unhealthy body image, and that's why she works out obsessively and consistently and looks so good. Like, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's wise to ever idealize somebody or compare them. Like, Not only because somebody can be living a double life, which I don't think is quite the case here, according to his wife, behind the scenes without anybody knowing. Of course, this part ain't gonna blow up, but he's been putting in the work to kind of reconstruct what all had been broken since last year. So I don't think it's a double life thing, but you don't know what struggle somebody has behind the scenes. You don't know their shortcomings. You don't know where they're falling short. So it's just not wise to compare, on any level. Nonetheless, I know some people will see this type of video, even though he's come forward and he's been completely honest. Some people are just going to close the book on D. Some people are going to close the book on this dude and say, you know what? I'm done with you. Cancel culture. Come here. I'm more so on the side of his wife and just basically letting this be a new chapter of how I see him, because I do believe that his content over the years has helped a tremendous amount of people. He tells the truth. He speaks facts. And quite honestly, let me be real with y'all, I've needed several new chapters in my own life. Lord knows. And I'm not ashamed to say it. But I'm no guru. Those are just my thoughts. Y'all let me know what you think down.
Let's go. They had to make a judgment of who was going to be on the donkey of the day. They chose you. They chose you. They chose you.
Oh. 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 What? You know what, y'all? I got to get my life together super quick. And I don't even have a good drink in me, okay? I can't even sip on an ounce of wine right now. I got to do this off water, okay? So y'all bear with me as I do this off water, okay? This my sister. Hey, Nadia.
Hey.
Okay, I had to put my headphones back on so that we wouldn't get no feedback. But I'm doing this off water, y'all. Let me say this. First and foremost, I saw this video pop up on my phone. And I said, did he really post another video? Like, you did 2 yesterday, then you did the other one the night before, and now you doing a whole nother video to give commentary on your video? Y'all, I'm trying to move this mic away because I don't want to be yelling, but I know I'm yelling. So if I'm too loud, y'all just let me know that I'm a little too loud, and I'm going to try and peel this whole thing back because I was really resting today, okay? Because I'm sitting up here trying to come into my good zen, for the next 20 days, you know what I'm saying? Over here trying to cleanse my whole life around, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm faced with narcissistic bullshit from someone whom claimed himself to be a so-called relationship expert, right? Giving everybody all types of advice concerning a man. Also, because I saw a few videos out there that he did giving women advice about how we need to learn how to love a man. But this whole clown ass man don't even know how to be faithful to even one woman whom he married. And all of this triggered me, right? You want to know why it triggered me? I'm going to tell y'all why it triggered me. Because I was married to a little MFer like him, okay? This is what happens, okay, when we marry narcissistic people and it's like they entangle you into their bullshit. Period. Bishop, I see you on here, my bad. Y'all know I cuss though. It is what it is. It's okay. But this is what happens. And we women, I done went back about 4 years on this man videos on YouTube, because before I went live, I said, I'm going back 4 years. I'm going back on all these videos. I'm going back on, and I had to go back 4 years. And we have been uplifting this man for 4 years. And this man, honestly, when he married his wife, almost 4, 5, 6 years ago, something like that, they've been married for. And he been cheating on her the whole time while telling us women what we need to look out for. Okay, where's my water? Let me sip my water, y'all. I need my water.
Not the water.
Yeah, I need my water. Because this is some nonsense. This is some pure nonsense. This is foolishness. This is nonsense. And he's narcissistic as hell. At the end of the day, a narcissist has an extreme, No, I didn't have no drink. I didn't have not one drink, Vincent. A narcissist literally feels like it's like an exaggerated sense of self-importance. Everything about them is what is important. So if you're not feeding that narcissistic supply for them and you're not putting them up on that pedestal and you're not making them feel important and you're not making them feel wanted and you're not making them feel needed, then that narcissistic ass person will then run around and go find people that's going to make them feel how they want to feel. Hence why a lot of narcissistic people are not faithful. Nadine, you go ahead and say something, because this they done triggered all my good nerves, okay? Every single nerve that I thought was reserved has been triggered. You know what I'm saying? Triggered. I have been triggered by this foolishness. And then Black women, we got up on here and we attacked the wife. And guess what? And you want to know why that triggered me? Because y'all was the same ones that attacked me when I went on Larry Reid Live. Told me I wasn't a woman. Told me I was dumb. Told me I deserved the same crap that y'all telling this Black woman is the same crap y'all did to me. And I'm sick of it. As we are the only race that literally attacks our own. Y'all have attacked this woman. And how dare you attack this woman? And you see the type of spirit that she's dealing with. That man is narcissistic as ever. That man can literally, he probably could sell Jesus. Hello. Jesus already Jesus, and he gonna sell him Jesus. That's what narcs do. They be.
I just was disgusted with all the comments that they gave to that poor wife.
The whole wife.
But not even just on like her stupidity for staying with him. But then they start talking about how the woman looks. It was like, was she supposed to get dialed up with all the makeup and stuff just to do that live? She really looked like she wasn't even beat to do the live, but she did it. But then y'all wanted her to get dialed up, like she was supposed to come on there and look like extremely sexy or something just for y'all. Like she was relaxing. It turned into, oh, that's probably why he cheated, because look at how she looked. Like, for real?
Y'all had the audacity to come literally do a side by side of this wife with the side pieces. And y'all, who in the world told y'all that first of all, that's not even normal? Like, you gotta be a sick individual to literally do a side by side of a wife with the side and say, I see why he cheated. And I see why some of y'all are still single and miserable. And I see why some of y'all are still married and miserable, because clearly you have no idea that at the end of the day, you could be, hello, y'all all claim Beyonce is so damn beautiful. She was getting cheated on left and right by Jay-Z. Was she not?
Yep.
Never mind. I was going to say Halle Berry, but y'all swear she crazy. That's not a good example.
Listen, now they said J-Lo got the curse, so clearly.
I mean, but A-Rod did say they back together. I don't know what's going on with that. But my point is, cheating is not controlled by looks.
Not at all.
It has nothing to do with looks, and especially if you're dealing with a narcissistic man. You could be as beautiful as you want to be. He's still going, because it's a supply. It is a need. It is a fetish. It is I need to feel important and I need to go conquer. I need to feel wanted and I'm going to go conquer. I need this woman put me on that pedestal. Did he say y'all should not have put him? He talking about himself in third person. He said y'all should not have put him on a pedestal. What? And I hope y'all listening. All y'all that sit up there and listen to that man, you done and you done bought all them books.
Wait, yeah, because that's what I saw too in the comments. People was like, "Oh, I should get my money back." Well, you probably shouldn't have invested so much into it.
First, let me say this. First of all,
I
I'm
listen
sick
to
and
him
tired
from
of.
time to time, but it's
Yes.
not like I go off of what he says. Like that's the gospel. Like he's a human.
Latoya, he ain't never give no reason for why he cheated. Okay, because you want to know why he cheated? Because he wanted to. And you want to know what? Let's be real. Him and his wife have been together for ever since they were 19 years old. Y'all ain't never really seen nothing be posted about that wife on nobody's social media. Nobody's nothing. That wife was a wife, but she was a wife and she was a girlfriend in secret. She was a wife in secret because they only been married for like the last 4 or 5 years. That's the only time.
Yeah, I didn't know he had a wife. I thought he was
Ain't
single.
nobody knew he had a wife the way he carried on. Nobody knew that man had a wife because he kept her that way. Listen here. But what I'm saying is this is what I'm saying. Okay. He's gonna sit up here and the reason why he has done all of this is because at the end of the day, that man has literally made a complete and total mockery of this entire situation. And he's using it now as a business scheme and a ploy to get everybody to buy this stupid book, How to Heal and Not Break, whatever the name of that book is. I don't even know, but he talking about healing and not breaking each other. At the end of the day, you already broke her. You came out and you said y'all been together off and on for all these years since y'all was 19 years old, college lovers, whatever the case may be, right? And off and on you have cheated on her off and on for all these years. Then you finally marry her and you still cheat. And she said to you, if you do this again, I'm out. So what did he do? He did it again and she left, right? Now she leaves, and let's get the full story. Because she left and you still cheated. You were still carrying on with these other women. The woman said she was we all up in quarantine chilling. They said that you on your good birthday and stuff like that got this woman in your house. How in the world? But then,
are they back in that same house?
Listen, I think they back in that same house because I wouldn't be back in that house.
Ain't no way in hell.
Because that would have had to be sold. That woman know exactly what your house looked like. That was just like that situation when good old Fatty had them women in my car. Fatty had them women in my car. What I say? I am not getting in that car. That car got to go.
Yep.
I wish I would drive around in a car that he done had. And I didn't even know he had the women in the car. What happened? They done inboxed me after they saw me on Larry Reid talking about, oh my God, he used to come pick us up in a white. That was my car. Oh, hell no, this car got to go. That whole house be burnt down messing around with me. Are you crazy? The woman was like, no, because they had a sofa and it had black and red pillows. I wish you would.
Yeah.
Adrian, you told me you had a client call. But I can also send the link. Come on. You told me you had a client call and you wasn't going to be ready. Told you that stuff that they done made me mad. When I saw that good video, I was like, wait a minute. This done pissed me all the way off. When I saw that video, I was like, that's it. I got to go live. I can't handle this. This done pissed me all the way off. And I watched it in its entirety and I was irked. All types of irked. The levels of my irkness was up. And let me say this. And a lot of the times what we felt, no, I'm not going to get a drink. I am drinking water. Water is my portion, Vincent. No, I am not. Okay.
Why does everybody just link you with a drink?
Because you know what it is? It's not about me today. We're talking about Derrick Jaxn, okay? I need you to focus on the cause today. You over here talk about, but that ain't what we talk about today.
I'm just trying to understand. Vincent, stop asking the same question.
I'm over here chilling, drinking water. What? Wait a minute. I got to go through these comments. He cheated with 3 months. Right. And the abortion one, that was from like 2 years ago. I remember that.
Oh, there was a kid? I didn't hear that
Yeah.
part.
Well, because I used to follow this other vlogger and she was about to break that story 2 years ago. Okay. And I followed and I was waiting for that one to break, but the woman got scared and didn't and decided not to go forth and that's how come when these 2 women came forward, she had to make sure she collected all her receipts before she actually went live. But yeah, that was 2 years ago. The one with the abortion. Okay. Made that woman have an abortion. You hear me? And let me say this, because I know some of y'all, he can't make her do nothing she ain't want to do. Pause all of that. Okay. Now, what I will say is this. I don't give none of them little extra side pieces a pass. You want to know why I don't give side pieces a pass? Because y'all knew he was married. All y'all said he told y'all he was married. So ain't none of y'all didn't think that man was married because he told y'all he was married. Okay. And then when he got back with his good wife, he blocked every single last one of y'all. And that's what y'all said. Sure did block them too. Sure did block them. Okay. However, okay, y'all still don't get a pass for sleeping with a married man and you knew that he was married. I don't care what story they tell you. People tell all types of stories. That's what they do. That's what they are accustomed to doing. That's what narcissists do. They have to do that in order to alter your reality, in order to make you feel that you're not doing something that's wrong. They have to do that. They have to get you comfortable enough with them so that you will go against every single last moral, every single last freaking ounce of integrity that you would even have in your body. That's what they do, because they have to get you to believe that they are right. Ask me how I know. I was married to Fatty. Huh. People act like you can't tell the truth. I tell the truth and shame the devil all at the same time. That's what's wrong with half y'all nowadays. Yeah, I said, now let me say this, okay? Derrick Jaxn ain't never tell not near none of y'all any information that you ain't already hear from your uncle, your father, your cousin, your whoever, the dude off the street. You ain't heard none of that stuff. Everything that he has said has all been common sense, information that has been passed down, information that your family has told you, information that even your mamas and your aunties have told you. And also common sense would tell you based on your experiences. Vince is so stupid.
What he say now?
Vince is talking about his garments were trash. Vince, we ain't talking about Fatty.
He's stupid.
Right. However, now you done made me lose my whole good train of thought. Vince,
These good women was hanging on to every word he said though.
That's what I was talking about. Hanging on to every like he was God. And now he done told y'all shouldn't have put him up there on that pedestal. That's what he told y'all. He knew y'all had him on a pedestal because that's how he was finding half of these women in that good DM and stuff like that. Where I need help, my boyfriend is doing this, and so you end up sleeping with the one you help. Who's supposed to help you? Are y'all crazy? The women. I'm talking about the women now because you know what? I'm sick of y'all too. Y'all hang on all these these little men. Okay, y'all eat up every single last word that they say because they're telling you something that you want to hear because you're a little broken on the inside and stuff like that. Some dude done hurt you, so now he want to make you feel all important and make you feel empowered and make you feel good about yourself, which there's nothing wrong with that. You should feel empowered. You should feel good about yourself. But what you should not do is hang on the words of a man when at the end of the day, there more than likely were signs that man wasn't shit when you first got with him. Period. I didn't need
those red flags.
You better talk about them red flags because they be there.
Girl.
Every single last one of them flags are there. And then what do y'all do? Y'all same ones that was sitting there hanging on every single last word that he said. When you realize that he's a fuck boy, like he be talking about in all his good videos, you then attack his wife and call her stupid and call her dumb and call her. Who are you? Toya, what she said on Tasha K platform? I missed that whole part. I don't know what it said. You know what, Vincent? I'm going back. Vincent said, you know, they were with the Newports. Vincent, we ain't talking about Fatty. Everybody know Fatty smoked cigarettes and marijuana.
I say, what is he talking? I can't.
They know he smoked cigarettes. They know they smelled them cigarettes on him every time he came in there to preach. They just tried to act like they ignored it. I don't care. But that's my point. Y'all need to stop putting these people on such pedestals and hanging on to all these. And guess what? And I'm talking about the women relationship gurus too. All these so-called experts in relationships. All these so-called experts in teaching you how to be a woman. All these so-called experts in teaching you how to get a man. How to do. Stop. You want a man? Let me tell you how to get a man. Be you. Be healed. Be whole. Be free. Boom. Everything that they tell you is summed up in that. Why? Because if you're not healed, you're going to bring on all the drama from all your previous relationships. If you're not whole, you're going to be looking for him to fulfill something that he really is not there to fulfill. What else did I say? Because I don't forget. I should have wrote it down. Be healed. And be you. Y'all know my memory messed up. Fatty put my head through a car window. I got memory issues. Blame Fatty. It's okay.
You had memory issues before that.
Yeah, but they seem to have magnified.
It got worse.
It did get worse. That concussion. Blame Fatty. Whenever y'all see Fatty, just be like, you shouldn't have put her head through that car window, Fatty. Anyway, that's his new name. Forever, he's gonna now be Fatty. Anyway,
take it back to his head.
Huh?
Take it back to his head. That's all.
Probably do need it. Anyway, we're not talking about Fatty. But yeah, and be you. Be you. Be your authentic, true self. That's what's wrong with half of us. We try to put on airs. That's what's wrong with y'all now. Because that's why y'all said that woman needed to be dressed up. What does she need to be dressed up for? Why does she need to be dressed up and get her lighting together and put makeup on for what? To address a situation that she didn't cause?
First of all, that she's better than me because I wouldn't have came on there and addressed it.
But they said it was her idea to do the live.
And I ain't understand for what.
And I'm
not explaining myself to nobody. That's me and my husband's situation. If I chose to take my husband back after whatever, that's my business. And I'm not explaining it.
Listen here. She said she decided to go live. Okay.
Because she made it very known that he did not beat her to go live.
Hello. No, he did not beat me. No, it was not force.
I said, he keeps reiterating this.
Yes.
Man.
I'm about to, I feel like he made her do the second video. I'm just saying, but anyway, it's okay.
But even in that first video that they did, it was like she was saying stuff and he was still like, it was like he wanted to hold her back from saying some of the stuff that she was saying. And I was like, you either wanted her to do this or you didn't. Because she's speaking her truth and you kind of looking like, oh, wait,
like I don't like that in there, and but she kept going. No, she was, but when she posted this video today on Instagram, okay, and she said Derrick made his bed and now he has to lie in it. Period. And that's true. Period. But what I want y'all to stop doing, stop blaming this woman now. Because at the end of the day, if she decides to take her man back, that's her decision. She has every right to do that. Every right. She has every right to do that, whether he changed or not. Let me tell you what y'all have a right to do. Y'all have a right to click that unfollow button. Y'all have a right to click that unsubscribe button. And y'all have a right to keep your money in your pocket and not support the foolishness. Because at the end of the day, for years, this man has been fraudulent. He is a fraud. Period. He talking about, I know I watched some of them videos and take, sir, shut up. Ain't that what he said? In that whole good 8-minute freaking video that he commented on himself. commented on himself, okay, and told the people. Let me see. Where did he
Wait,
say?
how did he try to spin the one about when he bashed what's his name, John Gray?
Oh, there's no explanation for that.
Because I feel like he was trying to put a spin on it yesterday, and I was just like, that ain't it.
No, because and I got the whole video on that too, when he straight up went at John Gray neck for doing what John Gray did. Meanwhile, sir, you're in the same boat.
And then he said he took that video down. I said that should have probably never been posted, sir. Because even at that time, you knew you were cheating, so.
You knew you were cheating. You knew exactly what you were doing, when you were doing it, how you were doing it, why you were doing it, and the ways in which you was doing it. Because those women said that you was giving them oral sex and everything. That's what they said. Oral sex. So you said, and they asked, was it oral sex with protection? No. So basically, you cheating on your wife, you licking these women, and then you coming home to your wife? Because see, that first woman, that was during the time when him and his wife were still together.
Yeah,
And this is why I have problems with cheaters. I don't give a damn if you're a man or a woman. You're disgusting, and you disgust me, because at the end of the day, you sit up here, you have unprotected sex, you have oral sex with a whole nother person outside of your marriage, and then you go home and so now they got a share of those juices? You're disgusting. Karima said, honestly, she's going to be on board. She's protecting his brand, which is a monetary benefit to her. She may not be as forgiving behind the scene, but she needs the money to continue to come in. They have 2 children. And let me say this. That very well could be so, right? Because at the end of the day, it is a brand. However, she left him for almost a year. So I don't know if it's the protection of the brand that she's doing right now, because at the end of the day, his brand is straight trashed at this point. You cannot have a platform where you openly discuss people and their relationships, and where you openly attempt to give women advice on what they need to look for in a man, and you are that man. Now, we know how they spin this. I was that man, and I'm no longer him. I have recognized it. Hence all this God talk. Yeah, hence all this God talk, which is the reason why, because in the first video, he said, once I gave my life to God, or what did he say? Once I gave my life to God, everything fell apart. I think that he said something along those lines. So, really, sir? So now, because you gave your life to God and now everything fell apart because you got busted cheating, because even after you so-called gave your life to God, you were still acting a whole fool. And then your wife had already told you that you had one more time to cheat. And then you got caught up in that one more time, and she left and took everything, including the kids, and went back to her family to protect her peace.
Yep. And he said that's when he got humbled.
He didn't get humbled then, because he was still partying and drinking. He got humbled when he realized her ass really and truly wasn't coming back. Then you want to blame it on the drugs and the alcohol. I was smoking and I was drinking. Sir, that was just you. It was you. And if more people would just start realizing when it's them, and stop trying to blame all these outside forces of alcohol. Oh, but because I was really hurt by this. No, it was just you. You decided to make a decision that literally basically claims and stands for your ass got poor character. You also have bad judgment. Period. That's it. It's you. Because I wouldn't have took his ass back. And I'm just being honest. But that's just Nakia. You understand what I'm saying? My whole thing is for Nakia and for Nakia's purpose. Okay. I done dealt with a cheating fatty. I dealt with that. Okay. I dealt with a cheating fatty. I sure enough did. And I kept leaving and I kept coming back, right? And then I said, okay, well, we're gonna go into marriage counseling, right? So you do the whole counseling thing. Okay. We did all of that. Who that? Shamari? My bad, I said that loud. Damn. I deleted it.
I can't right now.
I hate the world.
Do you really?
Act like y'all ain't hear me.
I can't stand this bitch. Oh, I can't.
You know what? I'm about to end this live because I don't. And all I got is water, and I'm over here messing up life at this point.
Jesus.
Oh, my bad,
Bless
y'all.
your heart.
Oh, poor me. Because, you know, but I'm not even thinking. It's like me just talking, and I'm just like, oh. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying. I'm ending this live because, you know what? I'm over it now. I'm over life. I'm over it. I'm over Derrick. Let me tell you. Y'all better be over Derrick Jaxn too. I'm over him and his books and his games. Okay, all them tricks, all that foolishness that y'all done ate up for all these years. Be over it. Okay, know that what he's saying is not this rocket science, brand new stuff. Like he just came up with this. You got all them other ones got that same advice. Every single last one of them got the same advice. All of them. They all say the same thing at different times. And guess what? And it can really resonate and it can really be true, right? It could be true to a situation in which you experience. But let's just say this. All Black men are not who they describe them to be. All Black men do not run game. All Black men do not cheat, unlike Derrick Jaxn and some of them other ones. All of them do not cheat. All of them do not deceive. All of them do not manipulate. You know what I'm saying? There are reasons. And the other part that what he said in there, talking about, you know, you don't know the behind the scenes. You don't know. Derrick Jaxn, you made a career of assuming the behind the scenes without even knowing the behind the scenes of the people in which you was giving advice about. You made this a career. And you have the audacity to give commentary on your own video and talk about you don't know the behind the scenes. Sir, screw you and your behind the scenes. Because we don't care about the behind the scenes. The same way how you didn't care about the behind the scenes when you was judging all them other men and every single last one of your other lives that you had going on. You had no care in the world about the people in which you was giving advice about. So guess what? 2 middle fingers up to what you had to go through in your behind the scenes because we don't care. Period. You had lumped all the men in one category, so now you're lumped up with them too. We have lumped you into the fuckboy category the same way how you lumped all men into that category that displayed the behavior in which you displayed, in which you lived by, in which how you treated your wife. You sitting up here posting videos talking about how do you know when a man values you? Boo. Show that to your wife and let's see what she say.
Okay, he said, bring him in.
Oh, Lord. What he got to say?
I don't even know if he knows what this one's about.
We are not. We are not. We see. Don't be mad at me for saying names, and I'm over in the names be shown on the good. He better have good Wi-Fi, or else he gonna get clicked off.
You about to send him the link?
Yeah, I sent the link, but he better have good Wi-Fi. That man said you don't know the behind the scenes. Who behind the scenes did he know when he was giving commentary? And y'all look, because I was about to pull up every single last. Let me see. Where's this one?
What you reading comments?
No. I was looking at, so he did take down the other John Gray bit. I was looking at the videos to see if he took it down. He took down that
Yeah,
other.
he said he took it down.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody asked him, that was one of the questions last night in his live. Somebody was like, well, you went in on John Gray about this same situation. So he repeated that question and was like, and I do want to address that. And then that's when he was saying he took it down. And but then he tried to spin it like he took it down, but then tried to make it seem like, but my situation was different than John Gray. And it's like, you cheated. Like, stop.
But it's not different. It honestly reeks of the same crap. John Gray had all them good affairs on his wife, okay, within the church realm, okay? And Derrick Jaxn, let's tell the truth. You were cheating on your wife multiple times with multiple different women. Before y'all even got married, you were still cheating, which is why y'all were on again, off again. The other woman that came out said that they've been on again, off again for 10 years. Like, tell the truth. So these women, okay, and then these women, they know you. This ain't no, you know what I'm saying? You wasn't caught out there. At least John Gray was cheating with women that he was happening to meet on the road. You having long-standing relationships with these people. On again, off again, on again, off again. No. He sure not wish he would have kept that video up too. Because it's ridiculous. Let's see.
The way you were swigging back this water.
He clicking in.
Oh, I don't know. I was looking at something. See, you know, folks is special.
Anyway, it is not more than water. I am drinking water. Oh, this is good. Pause. Let's go. Hold up. Oh, this is good right here. Pause. The good old Derrick Jaxn and his advice. Let's see the advice he gives to the good people. Let's hear it.
Been asked whenever he mentioned those things in order to make this a constructive conversation where things like, okay, in that 8 years that you dealt your wife so much pain, you equated or even said that it exceeded the pain that she endured giving birth to your 2 children. What was the toll taken on her? What was the price that she had to pay trying to love a broken man? More importantly, again, this isn't about him. What is the price that any woman can expect to have to pay for trying to love a broken man?
What is the price?
What scars is she still dealing with to this day that may never heal? And if no scar.
Did y'all hear that? What scars? Oh, okay. Hold up.
then just in that 8-year time span of trying to love you and raise you and give birth to you as a man, what would you say she risked resorting to? Because
what was the risk? Oh, okay. Hold up.
she already had her own battles to fight, but here she is fighting yours because you didn't get them to a point where you didn't need her to fight your battles for you or cover you in the places that you still needed healing. Like, that's how the conversation should have went. And I say that because these days we have this habit in one form or another, whether we're praising a ride or die chick for enduring all this shit, and now she a real one because she did. We have this habit of glorifying dysfunction and toxicity at the hands of a man while simultaneously using that as a measurement stick of the worth of a woman.
What we do? Glorify the toxicity of a man while using that as a measuring stick for the worth of a woman. Let's play.
And another part that got to me, man, when I heard him say, you know what, there's a difference between, basically, I'm paraphrasing here, between a woman that's a lid and a covering. And which I agree with. It was poetic and romantic. I love that. It's cool. We're going to make that distinction between a woman that can propel you towards your destiny versus a woman that can stunt your growth or keep you from that. But in reference to the type of man that he's describing, a man that, when a woman comes to only love him, he exchanges what would have been 8 years of a healthy, fulfilling relationship that poured into her, helped her grow, and instead gave her 8 years of raising his already 30-something-year-old grown ass. It sounds to me like, no disrespect, he was the lid. And the reason why I'm making this point, the reason why I'm wanting to emphasize this is because as people who have overcome their past, it's not our responsibility to have a pretty past or to go back and change it, but we do have a responsibility to do right by that past by any recounting it, making sure that we correct the misunderstanding that we once had for those listening to us, for the next generation, shortening that learning curve, instead of reinforcing that misunderstanding, which in this case is the expectation of a woman exclusively to be put through hell in order to receive heaven from a man that she loves.
Well, if he ain't contradicting himself.
You know what? You know what? That just nailed it, sealed it, signed, sealed, delivered. That's that. That's where that's at. This same man got all this advice to give all us good women on what we need to look out for people like him. And guess what? I hope y'all have bottled up all of that advice and realized one thing. He's a fraud. Fraud. He's fraudulent. Fraud. Fake.
The sad part is, it's still going to be a whole bunch of women that still support his ass.
Well, yeah, because we like this type of story. This story we live for. Oh my God, there's such a redemption. Oh my God. Oh, they have been redeemed. Oh, this is the ministry of reconciliation. Oh, this is so great and it's so wonderful and it's so beautiful. Oh my God, you know what? Maybe I need to reconcile. You know what? This is what I tried to do and it didn't work. You know what? Oh my God, it's just so beautiful that they're able to be reconnected and be back one to another. Oh my God, because the Bible says that a 3-strand cord is not easily broken. I could quote every single last one of them good scriptures for you. And the bottom line is, I don't care what the woman do within her marriage. You understand what I'm saying? That's between that woman and that's between her marriage. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever she chooses to do, whatever she chooses to run back to. But you want to know what Nakia would do in this good so-called healing time and in times of reconciliation? I'm going to play back for you every single last video that your little dumbass posted and tried to give people advice about. And I am going to show you, sir, all of the good words that you had to spew out there onto the people talking about these men that you, sir, did not live up to, that you did not exude, that you absolutely never even possessed. This is not like I might could understand this if this was a one-time thing. No, this was continuous behavior. This is you. No, sir, you're a clown. You're a fraud. You've never been real. And you've just been giving people advice because it was a way to make money. And some of y'all, I've been saying this for a while, need to put up your checkbooks. Stop funding frauds. Y'all do it in the church. Y'all do it outside the church. Y'all do it all around. Y'all fund frauds. You give your money to fraudulent people and wonder why you yet still stuck. And they over here doing live videos in cars and trucks and shit. Stop. He is a fraud. He's always been one. And that ain't going to change until, I don't know, whenever the heck he changes. And I'm sorry. People like him, I'm not saying that God's grace don't work. I'm not saying that God is not, a transformer. I get it. God can transform any and everybody. But when you're dealing with this type of narcissist, with that type of narcissistic personality, they typically don't change. They just metamorphose. They learn how to hide more and they get trickier. So whatever y'all do, that's what y'all do. But I'm going to tell y'all what Nikki is not doing. Derrick Jaxn. How about that? Period. The end. It's a wrap. I'm over it. I don't care. Done. And that goes for anybody. There's half y'all give y'all money. Oh, I need a mentor. Oh, it's going to be $500 for you to mentor you. Man, mentorship comes for free. I'm not paying you to do anything. Goodbye. Period. That's what's wrong with half y'all. Y'all spend your money on dumb stuff, on stuff that you absolutely can gain by going to Barnes & Noble and probably picking up a book. Half y'all don't need mentors. Y'all just need counselors. Someone that you guys should spend that good $25, $35, $50 per session and go talk to an actual counselor and figure out what your issues are. Or you can sit down with a $2 notepad, and write down pros and cons of self and be real and figure out all your isms and schisms and wisdoms and all this other extra stuff and figure out what you need to change and figure out, what actually should be enhanced. Do that. Free game. How about that? Half y'all running around. Oh, I'm signing up for this masterclass. Oh, stop it. Put your money in your pocket. Half this stuff. Whatever. I'm over it. Y'all have a good night. Because
Bye.
I'm not doing this no more. I'm over it. We will be live tomorrow. We're talking about Am I My Sister's Keeper on the Good Muzzle Is Off podcast. We will be live tomorrow to talk about that. That is what we're going to talk about. And, and we're going to get down and dirty with that too, because you know what? All of this plays into being your sister's keeper. And being that I'm the truth teller, I'm going to keep the conversation going about being your sister's keeper, because I think that we got a whole lot, as women, we got a lot of stuff to do and to improve with. Because y'all don't know how to be, y'all can't even be your own keeper, let alone your sister's keeper. I am by the comments that I saw today, some of y'all probably could never be my friend on a bad day or a good day, because y'all attack, y'all belittle, y'all went in on this lady and her look for what, I don't know. But as Black women, y'all shouldn't be doing that. As Black women, that should not be allowed. And y'all have done it. And I watch y'all do it all day today. And I think that is atrocious. I'm just telling y'all the truth. I think it is atrocious. We literally are we might not be the only race, but from what I have seen, I don't have no data or no statistics on this. We literally are the only race that really does this to each other. And it's sad. As Black women, y'all need to do better.
When is the next After Dark?
Oh, After Dark is coming. After Dark is coming. Very soon. You know what? After Dark can't come until I'm finished drinking water for 20 days. So After Dark ain't gonna be till April. After Dark is gonna be in April. And when we do this after,
you gotta drink for that.
because after dark is a totally different mood. Like after dark, like you need wine with after dark. You know what I'm saying? After dark is after dark. Like after dark is just it's a good groove. You know what I'm saying? So after dark, I mean, yeah, after dark will be in April. After dark will be in April. I got a different. Wait a minute. Marcus said he got. Marcus, what you got to say? Because I'm about to end this. I've been on here for an hour. Marcus, you talking about for after dark? You got something to say? Oh, he said after dark. Okay, Marcus, no problem. Lord Jesus, come on, Teddy. Teddy wants to come back to after dark. No problem. You, Jamel, everybody, we gonna get the whole crew back. Nadia, you coming for after dark?
Yeah, because I got some questions.
Oh, she said she got some questions for after dark. Yeah, we're gonna do after dark in April. And you know it's crazy. I was gonna do it before, but I was like, no, let me wait. So we'll get the after dark crew on, and we will do the Muzzle Is Off after dark because y'all know after dark is all things sex, love, lies, lust. And Marcus said I got answers. I can't stand Marcus. Marcus, you better have the answers. Yeah, so we're gonna.
Oh, he said he got the answers.
Yeah, he said he got answers.
Oh,
okay. He put it hashtag cutting up. Listen, that's why I say after dark is a whole mood. Like you got to be ready for after dark. After dark is like after dark has its own after party. You feel me?
I might have to come up to your house for that one.
Yeah, after dark. Yeah. I keep saying that because after dark is. I don't think y'all really understand after dark. If y'all really y'all see it live, but y'all have no idea the after party that goes into play with after dark is totally bananas and is dope, and I love it. So yeah, after dark is the mood. So we will have to when I'm done with water. Mm-hmm. Yes. So anyway, we will be live tomorrow, 7 p.m. We got Dr. Tamara Tarver coming on tomorrow where we are talking about Am I My Sister's Keeper? Because I feel that is a very important topic. And then the following week, next week, we have a very special guest coming on as well. And then the week after, we have another very special guest coming. Marcus said he already pouring his drink. Goodbye, Mark. We have another special guest coming on. One thing about me, I talk about any and everything. And there are some things that are very dear to my heart that I have not talked about on here yet that you will understand with these next two or three guests that come on. Y'all will begin to understand like who I am and how I be thinking and why I do the things I do and why I say the stuff I say because I think it's important. So yep, we doing some things. So then after that, after dark will be here and we're gonna be after dark, all things sex, love, lies, lust. And we'll do a good even. We'll do a good even with men and women. We'll have a good even panel. So we'll have 5 women, 5 men. Boom. Yeah, we'll have 5 women, 5 men. So me and you, Nadia, and then there'll be 3 other women. And then we'll have the good 5 men and boom. I think it'll be dope. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Thank you for indulging me and my Derrick Jaxn talk. Because I'm over Derrick. But I believe in supporting his wife. I don't, regardless of my personal opinion concerning her husband, I believe in supporting his wife. Period. She's a woman, and we stand in solidarity with a woman. I don't care about women's decisions. Y'all need to stop attacking women. But I'm going to get deeper into that over these next few weeks on this podcast because I don't know what broke in us. But something broke in us to the point where we think that it's okay to attack another one of us. Wait, Marcus said hashtag action Jaxn. Listen here. He need to be no action Jaxn, okay? He needs to be fired, Jaxn, okay? And then the guy that I could keep going because he cancel culture here. Sir, you're a fraud. There's a difference. Cancel culture, canceling non-fraudulent people, I'd be mad at, right? But cancel culture, canceling a fraud, no. Bring on the cancellation, sir, okay? You should be canceled, okay? Because you're a fraud. Now you want to write a book about healing in God. Are you? You know what? I'm over it. I'm not talking about this no more. Y'all have a good night, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for joining. You know, we love you here on the Muzzle Is Off podcast. We will bring back, Marcus is in there going in about After Dark. We definitely are bringing back After Dark. So y'all have a good night, y'all. Peace.
Good night.